Good morning, y'all. Woo! I woke up talking. I said, "Uh-oh." I was talking in my sleep. I said, "Well, must have been something important. I was yelling at somebody and explaining something." Good morning. You hear me? I was talking and explaining something. All I know is I woke up talking. I said, "Uh-oh." So if anybody had a dream with me in it last night, I might have been talking to you. Cause I sure woke up talking this morning. I said, "Oh, that's funny." Talking, and my iPad wasn't on, so it wasn't a TV. I said, "Okay, I got up, got the kitchen together, cause I'm on a project today." Good morning. Definitely on a project today. I'm gonna try to do this without these lights and see what's going on here. We gonna figure it out. I got my book. I got my stuff. Okay. It's a lot of stuff in here still. You know what you can do? You can put this back. Good morning, everybody. Get marinated. This don't go right here. Go right here. See how that works? I can actually put stuff back where it goes now. Like, it's so cool. It's like one of the greatest feelings, you know? Be able to put stuff back exactly where it goes. You don't have everything falling all over and everything. You know? This feels nice. Look at that. Look how easy that happened. I'm not having to force things in and throw my shoulder out or anything. It's great. Good morning. I was just in the middle of the rewatch, and it was some confirmation for me on fasting. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Isabel. Good morning. Ooh, I'm feeling a little bit like myself today. I said menopause is really a tricky thing. You know that? It really be in control of your emotions. It's worse than a period. It really is. Cause you'll be mean to. Thank you, Pumpkin. Good morning, classy lady. Good morning, Miss Lady. Good morning, everybody. Menopause have you being mean to people you don't want to be mean to. But your temper now, see, I hate to say it, women over 55. Now I see why a lot of y'all always got an attitude like, dang, I just asked you where the cheese is, lady. Ma'am, Mrs. Ma'am, in the store, I just asked you if you knew where the cheese was. Did I have to get all that attitude? Yes, because these hormones don't want nobody asking me nothing. Hey, Pumpkin. These, they don't want nobody asking me no silly questions, no questions they can answer their own self. Like, I have to apologize because I'll be like, was that snappy? I'm sorry. Because it just kind of flows out. I used to be like, mean old lady. I'm the mean old lady. I must be 27 going on 60 because I'm not trying to play with these people either. Yeah, well, if you hang out with old people, that kind of happens. You start to see through the BS and you just be like, yeah, no, that's stupid. Oh, won't be doing this again. It girl, right? You said straight punishment. You're done. Over. It's finito. It's it's over. What do you want? What? Get to the point. Don't keep talking about it. Don't beat around. What do you want? You wasting my time. Yeah, you be like, look here, nigga. What? Get to it. What is it? What do you want to say? I find myself doing this when people be talking. I said, you gotta put your hand down. Put your hand down. You can't be doing people like this. Like I be like, okay, come on. Hurry up. My body hurting from being out in the yard yesterday. I feel my oldness in the morning. That part. Get you some of Queen's cream. Take you a hot bath. You'll be just fine. Listen, I be rushing them. Like, can we get to the point, please? I don't even know. Don't dance around and be clear and get to it. Y'all don't let people play in your mind with all the meaningless words no more, do you? Good morning, everybody. Yeah, y'all don't let people play in your face with all those meaningless words anymore, do you? You don't let people just keep lying to you. You be like, dang, I know you lying to me, and I just don't want to deal with this anymore. Thought it was just me, even on the phone. Girl, I've been on that. I'm trying to. Look. Nope, I just look at him and walk off. Girl, listen here. I will zone out on you. Get to wasting my time. I will zone the hell out on you and will. You playing in my face and wasting my time. You're not gonna do both. Mm-mm. Now they say I'm mean because I used to listen to it. Ooh. Ooh. Remember I told you people was gonna be mad at you because you didn't let them waste your time. You didn't let them waste your time. You didn't let them waste your time. They used to wasting people's time. You're not gonna waste my time. You said you just be blinking at them like, really? Calling people out wronger than two left shoes. Listen. Good morning. Ain't you not about to waste my time? With stupid stuff too. You're just gonna keep talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over and keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You don't get to waste my time. Yes, ma'am. They will be talking to the click on the phone. Oh, I will hang up on somebody in a minute. Listen. I don't have the patience nor the time. I can't do it right. Time is short. I roll up my window in my head and walk off. I love that. And do? She said I roll up the window in my head. I can't even hear you talking to the class and walk off. You know what? I knew we was family. You gonna keep complaining to me when I told you was done 2 complaints ago. Bye. Oh, girl. And they don't want no page either, do they? When you be like, okay, give me a number. I'm going to send it to you and then we can talk first. When they ask me, is I'm busy? You definitely right. They don't want to come up with the conclusion. And don't. I love that, Tiff. I love that. And do love it. I roll up the window in my head and walk off. I will listen to me. That just makes me think about when I was 21 and I told you I threw that water on my baby daddy, baby. I was pregnant with my 3rd child. It was a girl, and he said something to me after we came out that ultrasound, baby. And before I knew it, this is in probably about July of maybe June of June about 22, and it's hot on the West Coast. And baby, that sweat rolled in between my girls. And he was saying something and it sounded like wah, 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 wah. All I felt is rage come up from the bottom of my feet. I got this fat stuff. And you, baby, before I knew it, I had doused that nigga with that whole cup of ice water, hit my window, and skirted off. You gonna quit messing with me. Leave me alone. Why are you talking to me? Hey, baby daddy, if you in here. Baby, he'll tell you. I said, excuse me, can you get out my door? And he big tall nigga, so he crept down by the door. Baby, before I knew it, that whole quick trip cup of ice water was in his face, the little can. I'm not saying don't do it. Don't do that, young ladies, but this is the rage that I felt. I skirted off on that nigga. You gonna leave me alone. Listen, this is why I be single, because you're not gonna keep playing in my face. The mama on Charlie Brown, what he sound like. Listen. I'm trying to tell you, I was mean. Especially when I was pregnant, baby. I was super mean. God help me. God has helped me down through the years, family. He has. Baby, listen. CERCA used to be a piece of work back in the day. I'll tell you that. God has helped me. And I'm grateful for him helping me. Because it ain't no telling where I'll be. Some of the stuff I used to do. You heard me? Crazy. But it was only because people would be messing with me. I don't go messing with nobody. They be messing with me. My ex could tell you I used to hang up in his face. Stop wasting my time talking crazy. Girl, I told you I blocked my husband and we were sleeping in the same bed. That nigga couldn't call me laying right next to him. He tried it. He said, am I blocked? I said, you've been blocked for 3 weeks. If you don't want to talk to me in person, why do I want to talk to you? Leave me alone. My ex-husband, excuse me. You hear me? He said, you can't block your husband. I said, boy, please. If I block my mama, anybody is blockable. I will block my kids. You not about to interrupt my peace. I ain't doing that. I don't care who it is. I will block my mama, my kids, everybody. Listen, you cannot let people disturb your peace. If you want to keep coming up with problems, I'm going to find a solution, and the solution is for me to back away. Because if every day that I talk to you, there is an issue, when do you ever have amazing days? When is there not a lot of drama? When is there not a lot of chaos? When is there not... I mean, God didn't do nothing for you today. Hell, you're complaining. At least you can use your vocal cords. Hell. You said you getting talking too much. Click, getting on my nerves. Click, talking reckless. Click, click, right. Trying to encourage me to do some dumb stuff. Clickety clack. You heard me? And they be like, what happened? I'm going to go on and lay down and take me a bath and not talk to you. And not talk to you. I don't have time for it. Mm-mm. But can I ask you a question? Do you find now that you get more things accomplished? Do you find now that you get more things accomplished when you're not listening to a whole bunch of stupid stuff? You have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff now. Yes, I'm getting another degree and have my work turned in days before due dates. Oh! When before you was running behind, could never get your assignments in, couldn't get your mind straight to do your... Listen, singleness of mind be something, don't it? You heard what I said? I said being in singleness of mind is something, isn't it? Yes, because all the nonsense is not clouding my mind. I'm trying to tell you. Before I just be starting the day it was due, Lord Jesus. Niece. Procrastinator. Good morning. Listen. And when you block out all that craziness, you find stuff to do that is soothing to your soul. That makes you feel productive. That makes you feel like you have value, right? That brings you peace. Excuse me. It's a number of things that you can create, you can, accomplish, complete. It be mind-blowing. Hey, Q. You hear me? When you block out all of that extra mess that don't have no value in your life, well, I'll just say I work well under pressure. I get it. But don't it feel better turning it in days ahead of time? So now you can start working on something else. I was about to say somebody else, something else. Don't start working on somebody else. Don't do that. What I meant to say was when you're not focusing on somebody else, you can get a lot of stuff done. That didn't come out right. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Good morning, everybody. Feels much better. Exactly. Good morning, Auntie. So, yep, it gives me more time with my son. We literally had a morning to play. Uh-oh. It felt really good to get up earlier than I have been. I ain't getting up at 10 o'clock today. I got up, washed my dishes, got my stuff ready because I'm about to do my art project, right? Wiped the cabinets down, did all that. And then I got to take a long bath. I was able to read in the tub, right? Listen to my gospel music, and not feel rushed and not feel like I'm whatever, like, oh, no, right? Filled up my water tank, things like that. Because sometimes the devil will keep you so preoccupied with just little things that you're always missing the mark. And he definitely loves to keep you concerned with other people's stuff, because then you never accomplish what God asked you to do for the day. Them everything showers after productive morning hit. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't that crazy? Something so simple. I can keep you focused on everybody else's business. Then whatever it is that God asked you today, you didn't even get to it. Whatever you needed to accomplish to get to, and that's not saying being selfish, but if you go to God, He gonna have you do your stuff first, and you'll still have time to talk to those people, but it'll be in the process of you accomplishing whatever it is that you're supposed to accomplish. And if they try to stop you, like I literally have people that will say, "Okay, I gotta go," and they gonna keep on talking for another 45 minutes because I just told them I'm about to go do something. And then as soon as they think the time has passed for me not to do that, then they'll hurry up and get off the phone. I think. You want me to run late. You don't want me to be productive. You want me to hold on because you feel like, oh no, we're not doing that. That's why I start hanging up on people. You got 3 times of me telling you I'm about to go, and then I'm just going to hang up. Because I warned you. I said I got something to do. Because people don't care about wasting your time. I block out 5 to 5:30 in the morning for God, and now I have enough time in my day for everything. Girl! How about your auntie didn't learn that till 32? I didn't learn that lesson until I was 32 years old. Isn't that interesting? I would do it, but I didn't understand it until I was 32. Hey. People think I don't have enough time for God, and God said, I am time. So if you give it to me in the beginning, you don't have to worry about it in the end. Because I'm going to stretch the time. Everything will work out perfect. You won't be rushing to work. You won't be, give me my time in the morning, and I'm going to tell you which way to go to work, not to stop at Burger King, to go to McDonald's or wherever it is that you go. The line ain't going to be long. You're going to get in the Burger King or whatever line, and guess what? About what? What you talking about? Oh, okay. 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 Um, okay. For real? I have that happen. Yeah, it's a real thing. God says, give me the first of everything. That's the first of your day. You give him the first 10 minutes without getting online and doing that and just saying, good morning, Dad. Thank you for waking me up. Is there, grab your devotional. You know what I'm saying? Open it up, see what he got to say to you. You know, that's why, another reason why, um, got it. That's why I said I don't really go day by day in my devotionals. I like the whole open it up, because normally when I just open, not that if you go day to day it ain't, but that stops you from being able to peek into what tomorrow says, because that's almost like a horoscope type deal, right? But if you just open it to whatever it is on that day, normally that hits a lot different, right? You know what? I thought I was tripping, and maybe I am. Maybe it's the cars when they're leaving out of there. But it be seeming like even though this thing ain't plugged up, it be coming on and off. That's kind of weird. It does that too. When it is plugged up, I walk in here, it'll turn on, but the camera is not out and all that. I pushed it down in there because I never figured out how to use it. I know he listens and reads my journal. He had me in Adam and Eve, and I feel his guidance right now. Listen, your life gets better when you allow God to lead it. I don't care what nobody's saying. I'm not talking. I mean, this ain't church. It's school. But even with that, it's the internet, right? But when you learn to give God his time, try to understand what he's saying to you. Understand and listen to that spirit in you that is saying, nope, I don't want you to go over there. I don't want you to go be around these people. I want you to stay home for a minute. Or, no, go over here because it's somebody I needed you to talk to. When you start to lead the life that God wants you to lead, it does become easier. It does become, I ain't saying it's perfect, but it's less stressful. Even when you have crazy stuff happening, you won't feel the weight of it. And that's why I keep telling y'all, I don't want to go back to the other life where I'm in control. It's okay. Life is life. And it's okay, Miss Deborah. It's okay. And life be life. And I ain't really been on here either. Life is life. And I've been, you know, missing in action as well. Everybody like, I keep missing class. Me too, dang. I've been missing class too. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go back and catch the rewatch as well, cause I ain't been in class either. Ain't none of us been here. We just been. What we ain't been here, cause life is life here, in real life. I ain't been here either. So there's that. Don't feel bad. The teacher being MIA. Of course, the students would think they follow the leader now. I'm just playing. That was a joke. Don't follow me. Still do your word and read. But yeah. I don't know what to say. Now we all took a gap week and did. I almost took two, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm still kind of on a flex week right now. I can stay home or I can come to work. Either or, it's fine. I got the time. I put in, I got PTO, so. CERCA last week, I was undecided on what gas station to stop. To stop. Well, the man called me too. I don't go there, but there was a man in the store that was overheated and needed help, and I got him water and followed him home to make sure he got there safe. Come on now. Those be the interactions God be looking for. Not where you plan to go and what you plan to do, but what did he ask you to do? It's a real thing with that. But for real. I mean, because this is the thing, y'all. We put in a lot of work here. Some of y'all be working and listening to school. Then you get home, and if we're having class, you get your books out after you done got the kids together or whatever. Do y'all realize that is a lot of study in the last 2.5 years? I told y'all didn't put in more. Some of y'all didn't put in, we already did the math, more than enough hours to have at least three PhDs for the hours that you put in study and learning and working on yourself. That's crazy. You can't tell me that y'all don't devote to things. You can't tell me that you can't go back to school, because the amount of things that you have learned and the hours you have spent researching and learning so many different subjects, I'm wondering why y'all not in school. You can enroll in a free class. I don't care, somewhere. I mean, you gonna ace it because you already been studying. Your mind is already prepared to, find the information and record the information and catalog the information. So there's it. So I'm proud of y'all. Now, you're gonna need book 1, and this is gonna be a lot of reading today. And you know what? I charged my thing. Hopefully you still charge. Oh! I did. I had to figure out which charger charged it, because I just be throwing them in a box. That's good. We have that, so I can take these glasses off. That's gonna be amazing. Also, I showed you I was doing this because I know y'all asked me. I got the already peeled and fresh garlic from Mexico. Okay. Now, I'm gonna wash this out. Do I steam this first? What do I do with this? Just wash it out, because they knew. Wash it out and what? Dry it out? Or do I steam it a little bit to kill all the germs? What I do? Just wash it out and dry it, because I got my honey. And I bought like 8 packs of these, because I got 4 kids. And so I figured 2, just hot water and soap. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. All right. So I got like 8 packs of these. It was only $3. So I'm gonna pour these in here, and then I just pour the hunt. You gotta burp it every day. See, y'all giving me too many. Okay, I'm gonna have to go watch a video because everybody gotta wait. So I'm gonna watch a video. I just want to make sure because I got my stuff. So, ew, that's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna have to put it where I can see it. No, just steam the garlic. I don't know about that, y'all. Y'all know I won't be able to remember that. I be having too many things, so this might have to wait until things slow down a little bit. Cause baby, I can't remember to do that, and I don't know if my kids will either. That's a different thing. Ooh, that's different. So then I'm gonna have to find a way. Cause you mean to tell me that damn thing being exploded or something here? I don't know. Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about it. Nope. I'll figure it out. Too many suggestions. Okay. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Cause it's thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I love y'all. Yeah. I'll figure it out. But look, it started making me. Y'all done made a nigga steal. You hear me? It's too much. I'm overstimulated. Just too much. Oh shit, shoot. Goodness, I'll be right back. Do it this way. Do it that way. Do it. Come on, y'all. Oh Lord, goodness gracious. Well, I was gonna ask. Never mind. All right, let's try this again. You need book 1. Y'all ready? Now to try to push me out my own office. Y'all ready? You need book 1. It's too much. Because I ain't going to be on here long. I started a load of laundry, opened it up to put it in the dryer, never did, so I got to rewash that. And, yeah, there's that. Okay. So, we are going to be bouncing around again in the same book, but we're going to be bouncing around. So, please don't skip ahead because you might read something we're not even going to read. And then you'll be off. It's okay, though. Okay. So, we're going to page 362, book 1. Good morning, everybody that I didn't say good morning or afternoon to. I did something to my finger while I was building this thing, and it hurt, but it ain't no cut or bruise. But every time I move it a certain way, I know I did something. I just don't know. Ooh, it's right there on my first joint, too. Ooh. I think I smashed it. Thank you, page 362. All right. Do you see where it says praise of God and the denunciation of adultery? Idolatry. Excuse me, not adultery. Idolatry. Y'all see it? Right there? That's where we going. Here we go. Oh, God. I should have charged this. Okay. It says, men who have the form which God molded in his image, why do you wander in vain? Can somebody please tell me what the definition of wander is? What's the definition of wander? Not wonder, to wander. I don't know why this seems so far up or something. To move without thought. To walk or move casually or aimlessly. As in to roam, to move about from place to place aimlessly. So you just going through life not even really thinking about your actions, just whatever is whatever is whatever. Y'all know people like that? Y'all know people like that? To go astray. They just be all over the place, everywhere. Just, oh, okay. Okay. It says, and not walk the straight path, ever mindful of the immortal creator. There was one God, sole ruler, ineffable, who lives in the sky. Self-begotten, invisible, he who himself sees all things. So no one can see him unless he wants you to, but he sees everything. Interesting. No sculptor's hand made him, nor does a cast of gold or ivory reveal him. What does that mean? Hey, what does that mean? Y'all still here? That there are no graven images of him. So nobody can tell you what God looks like. There is not one sculpture, nothing of what he looks like, because he has not been seen by human eyes. Who got to see the backside of God and his whole countenance was changed? Moses, he didn't even see God's face. He saw the backside of God, a part of it. Excuse me. Crazy. So if anybody says I can tell you what God looks like, they're a liar. Unless it's the fallen angel who's seen things. No mortal person that's here with us now, right? Okay. It says, by the crafts of man, but he himself, eternal, revealed himself as existing now, and formerly and again in the future. For who, being mortal, is able to see God with eyes? Or who will be able even to hear only the name of the great heavenly God who rules the world? What does that mean? What does that mean? Book 1, page 362. What does that mean? You're welcome. What does that mean? Anybody know? That the real name of God has probably not even been spoken in this world. You got that? He said, or who will be able even to hear only the name of the great heavenly God who rules the world? So then why do people argue about God's name all the time if his main name probably hasn't even, we can't even hear it? Who remembers me telling you that God has many names? Think about this. Think about this. God is spirit. There are some things that he don't speak audibly to you. You only hear it where? Where do you hear it? And it's not even really sound, is it? In your mind. So can a person outside of you hear what God is speaking to you in your mind? Are there tools that science can pick up if God is speaking to your mind? Can they pick that up? Is there a tool to measure when God is speaking to you? Interesting. So the conversations that God has between you and him, or you in him in your mind, unless you share it, nobody else will know. Does somebody else get to see your dreams as you're seeing them? person laying in the bed next to you don't get to see your dream. Even if you are calling out in your sleep, they don't know what God is showing you in your mind, even though they're laying next to you. Interesting. So the only way for you to convey what it is that God spoke to you, or for the person outside of you to know what God is speaking to your heart, is for you to tell them. I had a dream. I believe God is telling me to do this. I believe God doesn't want me doing this. And someone would say, well, how do you know it's God talking to you? What does his voice sound like? Well, how do you know it's God? It could be anything. What if it's a mimicking spirit? You know how the church folks do. Because you don't meet up with their lines of what purification looks like, even though they don't even know what the lines look like because they was blurred a long time ago. Moving on. Okay. I just be wanting to, see if y'all be thinking about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay, good morning. Here we go. It says, who created everything by a word? What was that word? It didn't say a sentence. It said one word. Do we even know it? What if he spoke his name? The one that we don't know. Our Bible tells us, he said, and let there be light, but that's not one word. If he's light, what if he just said his name? The one we don't know. The ineffable name of God. I'm just saying. He said, my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. So we think because we see he said, let there be light, that is the word. But that is a sentence. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Do we even know? If he don't even let us know the real name of his, he gives us a name that our minds can understand. He gives us something that our feeble minds can understand. He said you can't even understand. So if that's the case, you think we would understand his real name? We can't even understand how he made a brain. For real. Because if that's the case, we'd have been able to heal Alzheimer's, dementia, all brain, anything where the brain shuts down, we would be able to heal that. So that means, even to this day, we still don't even comprehend what it is that he did and what he continues to do and what he will do in the next life to come. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just saying, is there anybody that isn't sick? Doctors wouldn't make any money, right? Right. But think about that, right? Y'all get what I'm saying? He said you can't even comprehend why I do what I do. You can't even comprehend it. There are certain things that we won't know he said until we get to heaven, like his name. The one that nobody knows, that's hidden away, you hear what I'm saying? Exactly. That's why I said he got a whole bunch of them. Okay. Well, let's keep going. I just wanted to see if y'all be thinking what I be thinking about. Okay. All right. It says, who created everything by a word, heaven and sea, untiring sun, full moon, shining stars, strong mother Tethys, springs and rivers, imperishable fire, days and nights. Indeed, it is God himself who fashioned Adam of 4 letters. Are we made of atoms? Are there atoms in our body or no? Molecules? We spell it ATOM, but could it be ADAM? Because atoms is in everything that we see and don't see. Atoms are in everything, are they not? Yep. And atoms are made up of 4 parts: a nucleus, protons, electrons, and neurons. So there was 4 letters, and those 4 things, interesting, make up an atom. 4 letters, a nucleus, protons, electrons, and neurons make up 4. Interesting. Y'all don't think that's nothing? You hear me? Thank you. So could the word that he spoke be Adam? I'm not saying it is, but could that be the word that he spoke? Because atoms are in everything. Show me something that don't got an atom in it. Everything. Could that be the word? I'm not saying it is, but that's interesting. If everything that we see and don't see got atoms, could that be the word that he spoke? Because atoms are in everything and God is in everything. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, could that be the word? I just be wanting to know if y'all be thinking about stuff I be thinking about. It said he spoke a word, and atoms are in everything. So, I mean. No, thank you. I love y'all. Let's get back to it. See, sometimes there is, mysteries right in your face. They be right there in your face. Like, you be like, wow, wait, whoa, hold on, right? Or no? Hidden in plain sight. Come on. All right. It says, indeed, it is God himself who fashioned Adam of four letters, the first formed man, fulfilling his name, east and west and south and north. Interesting. He himself fixed the shape of the form of men and made wild beasts and serpents and birds. You neither revere nor fear God, but wander to no purpose, worshiping snakes and sacrificing to cats, speechless idols and stone statues of people. I'm going to say that again. You neither revere nor fear God, but wander to no purpose, worshiping snakes and sacrificing to cats and speechless idols and stone statues of people. And sitting in front of the doors at godless temples. What is this? What is this made out of? Stone. What's that look like to you? What does this look like? An image of a person. An image of a person. An image of a person. There's two eyes, a nose, two lips, eyebrows, hair. The image of a person. A crazy looking person, but it's still the image of a person. Just looks like a face, a human face. Painted, but it's got cheekbones and everything. This is the image of a person. What's that? A stone image of a person, a being, a stone. What's that? Why would this be the church? You see the position. This is in the church. You see it. Interesting. In the cathedrals. Interesting. So if God said we are not to pray to stone, why do we have people at the feet of statues in Presbyterian churches, Catholic churches, black folks praying to the cross, and Jesus got up off of it? That's wood and stone. I just don't understand. Graven images. God said you go into these places that are godless temples. They got you praying to saints. They got you praying to the cross, and God got up off the cross. We were saved by the cross. Thank you, but you're not supposed to pray to it. That's at the head of every church. They got images of what they think Jesus looks like, depending on where you at. Okay, I just be wanting to see if y'all be seeing what I be seeing. So let's keep going. Those are just a few things. We know it's more, but let's go. Here we go. Come on. All right. It says, and sitting in front of the doors at godless temples, you do not fear the existing God who guards all things. You rejoice in the evil of stones, forgetting the judgment of the immortal Savior who created heaven and earth. Alas, for a race which rejoices in blood. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that we live in a generation that rejoices in blood? Yes. Fight videos. The gorier the movie, the better. I want to see them unalive because they unalive. Well, that's blood being shed. Interesting. Violent shows, bloody state, baby. Okay. Oh. Vampires running around here. Moving on. How did the Lord like the meat cooked so that he could smell it in heaven? What did he tell them to do when they did a sacrifice of an animal? What did he say? How was they supposed to prepare the meat? First off, they had to salt it to suck all of the blood out of it, didn't it? Any of the organs that had impurities, they didn't cook them on the altar. And he said, take the fat, put that on the side, because I like the way that smell, baby. Come on in then. He like barbecue. Roasted meat. Slow roasted. All the way cooked through meat. He said blood is sacred. This is why you're not supposed to eat it or drink it. Not real blood. He gave us wine that is representative of blood. But he said life is in the blood of an animal, of whatever. Life is in the blood. So then why would you drink the life source of something else? You had to unalive that thing to get its blood. And you will drink the life source of something else. What do vampires do? They bite into raw flesh. Because a human ain't cooked when they bite them. They ain't throwed you in no pot and seasoned you up. That's raw flesh that they bite into, baby. Taking it straight from the vein. Pink meat. What you do when you don't cook a steak all the way? We don't know if they drink dead body blood or not. They just be wanting the blood. And you ain't got too many seconds of your arterial vein pop. You only got about 3 minutes. And from what I see on the movies, they keep on sucking even when the life then went out of that person because they done drained them of the blood. So at some point in time, yeah, they drinking dead blood. Because you only got a few good quarts in you. They don't leave a drop. And your heart ain't pumping. If it ain't got nothing to pump, where you go? You can bleed out in 2 minutes if your artery is hit. So if they go tap right into it, I mean. Your heart gotta have something to pump. Ain't no oxygen going to you. It don't matter how much you're taking in and out. There's no blood for it to circulate. In an interview with the vampire, they could drink dead coagulated. Wait a minute, what? An interview with the vampire, they could die themselves if they drank dead coagulated blood. Right. But it ain't coagulating if you 1 to 2 gallons of blood. Okay. Okay. Cause the person be out and they gone and they still drinking until the body is completely limp, and even then sometimes the person got to get them off of them. And you got to think about this. How you getting blood in bottles then? Don't they take pints of blood from you and take it somewhere? I mean, how is that blood staying? It ain't in the body. And it be in a bag, don't it? I'm just saying. Moving on. Anyway, we live in a society that like blood. Okay, we know this. Moving on. Alas, for a race which rejoices in blood, a crafty and evil race of impious and false double-tongued men. What does it mean to be double-tongued? What does it mean to be impious? And what is the definition of false? So what's the definition of impious? What's the definition of false? And what's the definition of double-tongued? Please tell me. Double meaning? What is impious? Speaking blessing and cursings from the same mouth. Oh, so you'll praise God and then go home and do a spell? Two different intentions. Deceitful is double-tongued. Interesting. Mm. Mm. Deliberate deception. Impious is not showing respect for God. Interesting. Deceitful in your speech. Not showing respect. Oh, okay. So it says, alas, for a race which rejoices in blood, a crafty evil race of impious and false double-tongued men. And immoral, adulterous, idol worshippers who plot deceit. Interesting. 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 Now, false means not true. All right, we going somewhere else real quick. Hold on. Oh, no. Yes. All right. I need y'all to skip down to cosmic destruction in the reign of Cleopatra. Excuse me. So page 363. Y'all ready? Well, you know what? Never mind. Let's finish this. No, because let's finish this real quick. So it says, there is wickedness in their breast and frenzy raging within. That seems like it's going on. What does it mean to be frenzied? What do you mean, may you have the book reference? We're in the Sibling Oracles 363. Are you talking about where we are? Okay. To be frenzied means to be out of control. You're welcome. Uncontrolled. Do y'all think we live in a society where people are uncontrolled? Wild behavior. Y'all think this right now? Okay. They ravage booty for themselves and have a shameless spirit. What is shameless? Tell me what the definition of shameless is. Please. Oh, excuse me. No shame. Anything else that give any other? No boundaries. Unapologetic. No remorse. Interesting. Do y'all feel like people live like that right now? Without a care. Do y'all feel like people live like that right now? Or it says flagrant. Interesting. Flagrant, excuse me. Interesting. Lack of shame. You just do whatever. It don't matter. Interesting. Lack of respect. Y'all think that's going on in our day right now? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. It says, for no one who is rich and has possessions will give a share to another, but there will be terrible wickedness among all mortals. They will have no fidelity at all. We know what infidelity is, but what is fidelity? Loyalty. Faithfulness to a person. Interesting. Do y'all think there's a lot of infidelity right now? Oh, okay. He said they will have no fidelity at all. People do not care about cheating on their spouses, doing their friends wrong, doing their family wrong. Baby, they're not loyal to nobody. It's what can I get for myself, honey? I'm trying to come up. I don't care. Oh, okay. Many widowed women will love other men secretly for gain. All the hoes assemble here right now. All you hoes. They calling y'all name right now. This is y'all line right here. Come on. All of them. No. Because you might not be a Jezebel just because you a hoe. See, Jezebels are controlling, manipulative people. Some hoes don't even have it in them to do it. But it said if you were secretly loving a man for money, this your line over here. That means the reverend, the police officer, your old homeboy that used to give you money, and he that all of that, and it ain't your husband. Blow the whistle. You said it. It said who secretly love other men secretly for gain. Many widowed women will love other men secretly for money. So you got rid of your husband, and then you start getting a little, change for some strange things. Got it. You said sipping my cold water. Oh, okay. I was just trying to see if y'all was hearing that. Moving on. Y'all got y'all line now? You know where you at? Oh, okay, we gonna move on. We already got the vampire people over here. You said in the islands we say wicked gal. Listen here, okay. All right, here we go. The sugar babies. Yeah. And you said it goes down into your. Oh, okay. I was just trying. You said let me put my seatbelt on. Hilarious. Okay. Excuse me. I just be wanting to see if y'all be seeing what I be seeing. Okay. We gonna skip down here to the cosmic destruction under in the reign of Cleopatra. Y'all see it? We skipping over the universal Rome, the universal rule of Rome. And then we are going here to the cosmic, this one. Okay. It says, then indeed the world will be governed under under the hands of a woman, and be obedient in everything. And then when a widow reigns over the world and throws gold and silver into the wondrous brine, and casts the bronze and iron of ephemeral men into the sea, then all the elements of the universe will be bereft. When God, who dwells in the sky, rolls up the heaven as a scroll is rolled. I'm going to do that again. It says, when God, who dwells in the sky, rolls up the heaven as a scroll is rolled, and the whole variegated vault of heaven falls on the wondrous earth and ocean. An undying cataract of raging fire will flow, and burn earth, burn sea, and melt the heavenly vault, and daze and creation itself into one, and separate them into clean air. There will no longer be twinkling spheres of luminaries, no night, no dawn, no numerous days of care, no spring, nor summer, nor winter, nor autumn. And then indeed the judgment of the great God will come into the midst of the great world when all these things happen. He said, I'm about to roll up y'all sky that y'all see like a scroll. Yep, lasting for a very short time. Yep, like our lives. We used to have we live 1/10 of what we used to live. We were supposed to get 1,000 years. Now we barely get 100. So in all reality, what we saw in Jim Carrey, whatever that movie is, where he found out he ain't really living, like it's a script and the sky ain't real, and he can open it, but we don't get to open it. He gonna say, Truman Show, right? Peekaboo, niggas, I'm real. We been in one of them, the Christmas globes that got the scenes in them. The real little bitty scenes, we that's what we in. Did y'all know that? It's real, but real for this reality, for this dimension. And he said, well, that's cut. That's it. Script's over. Roll that one up and put it in the vault. And you should listen. Yes, you shake him up, and he gonna shake us up just like that. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we were gonna read about the Titans, but I want to get past that. Okay. And we're going to go to page 365 over down to verse 145. I mean well, it's almost 145. It says, when the Titans heard that the children existed in secret, whom Kronos had begotten with Rhea, his consort, Titan assembled 60 sons. Titan assembled 60 sons. How many families of the angels of the in evil? How many families was it? The 60. So could those sigils be for the 60 sons of Titan? Because they all had a sigil. Because when they used to send letters from one person to another, it would have their sigil on it. Like how we do our wax stamps. And that's how they knew which kingdom and who it was coming from, right? Can I ask you what the Titans, who were the Titans, like what were the Titans? And I know they were angeling, but what do we know that they became? The first what? I'm gonna just give it to y'all. They was the first weapons of mass destruction. You hear me? They was the first weapons of mass destruction. Okay? They were the first. So do you think that it's odd that they use their sigils to usher in the Antichrist who plans to make the world go away because he hates humans that much? And so then he plans to use weapons now of mass destruction to create a war too. And remember, I told you a lot of the names of all of these missiles and different things, Moab and Ares and all of these names that are the names of the Titans. I'll be right back. I just want y'all to think about that. Matter of fact, do me a favor. While I'm gone, can y'all go back up to the top of that page and look and see if there are weapons or whatever you want to call it, whatever, for like what boats are named after them, what ships are named after them, if there's missiles and different things. Go look in all just those words up there. At the people that are mentioned right here, where it says Kronos, Rhea, Gaia, Aphrodite, all of that. Go look up real quick while I run to the restroom and see what weapons is named after them. Or if there are systems for warfare named after them. Let's just see. Can y'all do that for me? I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. This thing liquid. Let me go get some water real quick. Okay. What y'all find? What y'all find conduces the thunderbolt of Zeus? Is that a real something that they're using now? What y'all find? I know they got a warship. Really? I know they got a warship called Air. The destroyer is Ares. It's a couple different ones because I looked it up. You can look up warship or military grade artillery, different things like that, and it will show you a lot of the names of that stuff is names from things in the Bible, people in the Bible, people from Greek mythology. Why would they name weapons of mass destruction and different things after the fallen angels' children? Yeah, right? But think about this. Why would they name them after the beings that the world had to, the giants is the reason the world had to be destroyed? And then you go and you name artillery and different things after those same beings. It's mind-blowing to me. I mean, but that's just like Israel is using David's slingshot. That's a weapon that they have. Do you see what I'm saying? Which is crazy because I told y'all the Palestinians used to be the Philistines. The Philistines were a race of giants. And how did Israel defeat them with David's slingshot? It's nothing has changed. Everything is still here. You just got to know the names have changed and where to look. But those same spirits, the evil spirits, because their physical bodies died, but remember, God trapped them here. So it's not, they keep talking about the armies have alien technology. Well, they do. Because the fallen angels, the ones that are not trapped, and the evil spirit, which is the children of the giants, and of the women, are trapped here as the ghosts and the goblins and the aliens that's in studio whatever. I mean, not studio, but area 54 or 51, whatever it's called, studio 54, area 51, right? All of the people that are running this world, the gods of this world, the Bible tells us that they're here. The principalities of darkness are giving the armies. Okay, because remember when we looked up principalities last night, it is a spirit that rules, well, it's a person or an entity or a government that rules over a certain area. Well, do y'all think that the Philistines left their land? As much as they used to fight over it, do you think that you don't think those are the reigning spirits, the spirits of the giants and the leaders that were in that area? The spirit has not left. They stay in their land. Now they might go away for a minute and come back, but this is the whole dominions. Remember, those are a type of angels. Okay, well, some of the dominions fell. The thrones, some of them fell. Right? So who do we think is giving them this alien technology and the names that are the names of the fallen angels' children. Who we think they just coming up with that out their book, right? No. Those entities are still at work. They have lost documents that we don't have access to. Apocryphal information that the public will never see. This is why their stone stargates look exactly like CERN. They didn't just put them boats there for no reason. They had a what you call it, a blueprint in stone. But those people were able to make the stone work exactly how they made CERN work right now with metals. You want to know why? Because that's how rich the rocks were. How do you get metal? You have to extract it out of what? Stone. Rocks. So they built the same thing that men have to then extract the metal out of the rock to do. They built it with the rock because it was so concentrated in the rock that they didn't need to extract it. They could build it out of the stone because the earth was still good at that time. Everything was way better than what we have right now. So this is how they had stone mountains flying. This is how they could create rocket ships out of stone because the metal was so heavily concentrated and so pure, they could use it. They didn't need to extract it all to use it. They could just use the rock because it was so concentrated in there. But we, because the earth has been just ruined, have got to go through a different process to get the same thing. Okay? So it's still nothing new under the sun. The same beings that were here that were trying to get humans to destroy themselves in the first part of this world are still here now. Very interesting. Y'all still here as y'all sleep? Okay. So we're going to skip down right here to where it says a further prophecy of the world kingdoms. Okay, we're going down to the bottom of the page where it says the world kingdoms, okay? It says, then the utterance of the great God rose in my breast and bade me prophesy concerning every land and remind kings of the things that are to be. God was always taking a prophet to the leaders. He was always. Nathan went to David. It's too many. Moses to Pharaoh. Pharaoh was a king. Trying to tell them. Joseph went to Pharaoh. You hear me? Hey, you need to listen. Thank you. You hear me? Okay. To remind them. Listen. And God first put this in my mind. How many kingdoms of men will be raised up? The house of Solomon will rule first of all, and the Phoenicians, who disembark on Asia and other islands. And the Phoenicians who disembark on Asia and other islands. You hear me? Okay. The race of the Pamphylians and Persians and Phrygians and Carians and Mysians, and the race of the Lydians rich in gold. Then the overbearing and impious Greeks. Overbearing and impious. What does it mean to be overbearing? What's the definition of overbearing? And we looked up impious, but let's do it again. So the Greeks were overbearing and impious, proud and controlling, unpleasantly arrogant and domineering. They were aggressive, the Greeks. Interesting. What does it mean to be impious? So they was disrespectful and they was arrogant. They didn't respect nobody. The Greeks did. Over in Greece. They was disrespectful and used to flaunt their naked bodies wherever they wanted to. Interesting. Did whatever they want to in the streets. Interesting. Okay. I just wanted to see if y'all was gonna see. All right. Another great diverse race of Macedonia will rule, who will come as a terrible cloud of war on mortals. Interesting. But heavenly God will destroy them from the death. But then will be the beginning of another kingdom, white and midi-headed from the western sea. But then will be the beginning of another kingdom that's white and many-headed from the western sea. White. So that means that they wasn't white, the original Greeks, and the Phrygians, and the Lydians, and the Persians, and the Phoenicians, and Solomon and them. Because it said this next race was going to be white. Interesting. Okay. Okay. It will rule over much land and will shake many, and will thereafter cause fear to all kings. It will destroy much gold and silver from many cities. But there will again be gold on the wondrous earth, and then silver also in ornaments. They will also oppress mortals. Do they sound like the United States to you? Interesting. They will also oppress mortals, but those men will have a great fall when they launch on a course of unjust haughtiness. What does it mean to be haughty? Tell me. Proud. Proud to be an American. arrogant and superior. This sounds just like the United States. I'm moving on. All right. Ooh. Immediately, compulsion to impiety will come upon these men. Male will have intercourse with male, and they will set up boys in ill houses. Immediately, compulsion to impiety will come upon these men. Male will have intercourse with male, and they will set up boys in houses of ill fame. And in those okay, I'm not even about to lie. The gay boys be getting their coins. And when we find out who their boyfriends is, baby, they be putting them up. Baby, they be rocking all of the expensive everything. Baby, they hair stay laid, nails. They always got a nice car. Let's talk about it. The gay boys, honey, they be having their coins, honey. They do. And their boyfriend be paying for it. They go on the night. I gotta listen, I know some folks. Always got some bread, honey, and always got somebody delivering some. Nice bags, makeup, trips, beautiful dinners on beautiful white tables with type, and the ocean is behind them. They always laid up on the beach somewhere. Always get a nice place to live. Most of them. Okay. Who pays for your rent? My boyfriend. I'd be like, well, do he got a brother? Cause I mean, I retired, but I'm always open to learn new game, honey. Always. Cause what in the world? I'm just saying. It's gotta be a secret to it. It's gotta be a secret. I'm just saying. Listen here. It is what it is. Y'all don't want to say it. I'm already all my gay homeboys stayed, honey. Listen. Here we go. Moving on. They always got that coin, honey. All right. It says there will be great affliction among men, and it will throw everything into confusion. It will cut up everything and fill everything with evils, with disgraceful love of gain, ill-gotten wealth in many places, but especially in Macedonia. It will stir up hatred, and every kind of deceit will be found among them until the seventh reign, when the king of Egypt, who will be of the Greeks by race, will rule. Hold on. So there's gonna be a king of Egypt, but he's really of the bloodline of the Greeks. You mean like what's going on in most of the places in ancient Mesopotamia, where those very fair skinned people are actually Romans and Greek people that came in and tampered in the bloodline once they had became uh white. So yeah, you a king of Egypt, but you really not Egyptian. Oh, so you live in the land of Israel, but you really a Roman or a Greek person. Interesting. So the same thing still going on. You're really the bloodline of the Greeks and the Romans and the people from Uzbekistan and stuff. But you know, but you over there. Interesting. This is why I do not be arguing with people. Those people are not the real people. Duh. I mean, do you read the Bible? He said he was going to kick us out of our native land and we wasn't going to be able to enjoy it and other people was going to get to have our stuff. I don't know why people be confused about that. Y'all don't believe God when he said that 17,000, 1,522 times. I'm going to give your stuff away. All right, I'm going to let somebody come in here and overtake you and they going to get to live in the houses that I gave y'all in the vineyard. I mean, how he said it a gazillion times. Well, those aren't the real people. Nope, Sherlock. No, Sherlock. Got it. Moving on. It says, when a king of Egypt who will be of the Greeks by race will rule, and then the people of the great God will again be strong, who will be guides in life for all mortals. Interesting. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. I didn't mark this. Okay. Yes. Mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. Okay. We're going down to woes against various nations on page 368. Woes against various nations on page 368. Y'all over there? Y'all over there? Okay. It says, when indeed my spirit ceased that inspired him, and I entreated the great begetter, that I might have respite from compulsion, the word of the great God rose again in my breast and bade me to prophesy concerning every land and remind kings of the things that are to be. God prompted me to say this first. How many grievous woes the immortal devised for Babylon, because it destroyed his great temple. Woe to you, Babylon, and race of Assyrian men. At some time, a rushing destruction will come upon the whole land of sinners, and a tumult will destroy the entire land of mortals, and an affliction of the great God and leader of hymns. For a heavenly eternal destruction will come upon you, Babylon, one day from above, and on the children of wrath. But it will come down upon you from heaven, from the holy ones. Then you will be as you were before, as if you had not been. Then you will be filled with blood, as you yourself formerly poured out the blood of good men and righteous men. Can I ask you a question? Has Syria been seeing a lot of bloodshed in like the last 20, 30 years? 15 to 20 years? Has there been a lot of wars in Syria? A lot of their babies, they dropped chlorine bombs on them, everything. From the sky. I know for a fact in 16, 17, somewhere around there, 18, when I first got married, it was a lot going on. Syria. Okay. Here we go. Interesting. And righteous men whose blood even now cries out to high heaven. A great affliction will come upon you, Egypt, against your homes. A terrible one which you never expected to come upon you. For a sword will pass through your midst, and scattering and death and famine will lay hold of you in the 7 generations of kings. And then you will rest. We talked about this last night. Could it be that because right here Egypt just let the United Arab Emirates buy all this land right there, and Israel is right here in between there. They bought all this water right here, and then there's Israel right there. Could that be why God is so mad at them? Could it be? Because there's Egypt, there's Israel, and the Russians and the United Arab Emirates just bought all this waterfront property, and Egypt said if anybody want to shoot missiles into Israel, they not stopping them. Could that be why God is about to be pissed at them? Because they just did that this year. Or the end of last year. They just said, yeah, y'all can buy it. And then they said just a couple of weeks ago or months ago, well, if anybody wants to shoot stuff from here to there, we're not going to stop them. Interesting. We're not going to intercept it. We're not going to stop it. We're not going to do nothing. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. You hear me? I mean, they already paid for that, but here we go. Here we go. That was what the players was. Right? Oh, did I just lose my place? Okay. And death and famine will lay hold of you in the 7th generation of kings, and then you will rest. Woe to you, land of Gog and Magog, situated in the midst of the Ethiopian rivers. Didn't somebody tell us a couple months ago or late last year that there are ships from like China and Russia and all of that over in the Mesopotamian rivers over there? They on boats, the destroyers and stuff, ain't they? Well, mind you, that's Revelations 20 and Ezekiel 38 too, just so y'all know. How great an infusion of blood you will receive, and you will be called a habitation of judgment among men, and your dewy earth will drink black blood. Seeing as how a lot of Egypt is the desert, where would the dewiest places be? Close to the water. And you need to get out of my class and go teach your own. If you know so much, you just go teach your own class instead of trying to correct me in mine. If you know so much, go teach it. That's what I say. That's a matter of fact, that's a rule in my class. You should stop being envious because ain't nobody listening to you. Because if you had your own following, you'll be talking to them right now instead of listening to me trying to tell me what I don't know with your 12 books in your house. Got anything else better to do than ruin my class on a Sunday morning? Okay. People be crazy. They gonna show up every time. Especially because I was a girl. And they don't think girls is supposed to have no information. And since nobody listen to their old aggressive burly selves, then they want to come over here messing with us. Go have a seat and eat a sandwich. I think you hungry. You didn't eat breakfast, did you? I do not be messing with nobody. But this back here, get them. They don't know it's an 8-foot one right here, and it's some in my room, and it's some in the living room. And this ain't all the books I ever read in my life, so. Going with your religion, we got relationship. There's a difference over here. Is you starving or what? I said what before I got on? What? Yeah. No, they don't leave. They stay in here. They just go silent. They don't leave. But see, envy, you can tell when envy is talking. And jealousy and all of that. You can tell. It's real loud and interruptive. It just, you know? Yeah. Because anything I don't agree with, I'm not going to argue with you. And if I feel like that I have the Holy Ghost, all I got to do is pray, and God is going to correct that person if they're not right. Do you see? I don't have to go in nobody live telling them you wrong and you don't even know what you talk about. I don't say nothing. I just keep learning what God tell me to do and teaching what He tell me to teach. And you know, that kind of stuff set the internet on fire and stuff. Pastors is preaching out of the lost books now because they realized they didn't have it all and they was in religion and not relationship. So you know, I mean, my word speaks for itself. When I was in Greece at the port, there was a U.S. battleship docked at the port in Greece. Auntie. I believe it. Because right after you, I think you told us that then. That's when the lady told us about Operation Red, whatever it is, Red Water, Red Sea, Red something. Yeah. How many times y'all see me going into somebody's stuff and tell y'all see what I comment on? Y'all ain't see me going in there telling nobody nothing because I don't care. If I'm teaching, I don't have time to argue with nobody about what they not. I'm just supposed to be teaching what God told me. That's it. And that be the difference in between religion and relationship. Religion tell you you preach better than them, you teach better than them, you know more than them. I don't care. I just want to make sure people understand. It's not about the land. It's not about the people, right? We be the last to know something unless God tells us ahead. Listen. Moving on. Here we go. Thank you. All right. Woe to you, Libya. So are the Libyans against Israel right now? Are they allies? What's going on with Libya? What side are they rocking on? I don't got no lip gloss in here. That's crazy. None? Really? It must all be in my purse. These lips dry. Excuse me. What we got? Is Libya an ally to Israel, or are they in turmoil with them right now? The Libyans. Are they supporting who are the Libyans allies with? So they're allies with Russia and China. So the Libyans are not standing with Israel right now. They're standing with Iran. Interesting. Okay. What's it? Okay. Here we go. Sorry. I'm sorry. Woe to you, Libya! Woe to sea and land, daughters of the West! How you have come to a bitter day. You will also come pursued by a hard struggle. Terrible and hard. There will again be a terrible judgment. I'm sorry. There again will be a terrible judgment, and you will, with all of necessity, go to destruction, because you have utterly destroyed the great house of the immortal, and have chewed it terribly with iron teeth. Therefore, you will see your land full of corpses, some slain by war, and every assault of the demon of famine and pestilence. Is there famine and pestilence in Libya right now? Weren't the Libyans fleeing to other places recently? Wasn't that Libyans and... Are these the people that were being forced into slavery? and other like Arab countries and stuff like that? Was they selling their kids? They still leaving their lands. Okay. Y'all don't gotta work tomorrow. Is tomorrow a holiday? Is tomorrow supposed to be what's the name day? Is y'all having barbecues tomorrow? I didn't even realize it was a holiday. I'm like, why is all these police outside? Got it. Oh, okay, because there's a whole bunch of police. I said, what is going on? There's police everywhere. Sends a shot through my system. I don't do the police. Oh, okay, y'all off work. Okay, I got it now. All right. Okay. I think I got some wine. Maybe we'll have a, well, I don't know. We're going to see how long I can stay awake. All right. So the demon of famine and pestilence, others by barbarous spirit enemies. Interesting. So the barbarian people, who's making Libya leave their land right now? Happy birthday. Who's making Libya leave their land? Who are the barbarous people? The barbarians. Why are Libyans leaving their land? Who's over there? Tell me. Who's making the Libyans leave their land? I need my lip gloss. I can't believe I don't have any. I don't understand how that happened. That don't even make no sense. Why are the Libyans leaving? This is crazy. The Europeans? Huh? Who's making them leave Libya as to why they don't want to be over there no more? After the West unalived Gaddafi, they've been in war. Interesting. Hey. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I just wanted to see what was making them leave and who are the barbarous people. The barbarians. Who are they? All right, y'all see what I see. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. DDT. It's okay. All your land will be desolate, and your cities desolate ruins. But in the west, a star will shine, which they call comet or cometes. A sign to mortals of oh hell. And I read this earlier, but I guess it's different with this light on it. A sign to mortals of sword, famine, and death, destruction of leaders, and great illustrious men. What we got going on right now? What we got? Is that not what we got going on right now? Sword, famine, and death? Interesting. So when Gog and Magog set up, when Libya is going through stuff, when the Assyrians are, it's a lot of bloodshed then, this is woes to the various nations. Okay. It says they will again be very great signs among men. The deep flowing Tanais will leave Lake Meotis, and there will be the track of fertile furrow down the stream, deep stream, while the immense current occupies a narrow channel. There will be many chasms and yawning pits. What's a chasm? What's a chasm? And what's a yawning pit? A deep fissure in the earth, rock, or another surface. So the sinkholes that keep opening up everywhere, all around the world. We got sinkholes in Washington, sinkholes in Arkansas, sinkholes around the world that are opening up, and the earth is opening up and stuff is just falling in it. The sinkhole in 2022 is how we got that good old dragon flying around, ain't it? What happens when there's an earthquake? What's opened up when there's an earthquake? You said, yep, just seen a video of one opened up in someone's front yard while the kids was playing in a pool. Oh my God. Woo! Crazy. All right. It says many cities will fall with their inhabitants in Asia, Iasis, Seberin, Pandonia, Colophon, Ephesus, Nicaea, Antioch, Tanagra, Sino, I don't know if I'm saying these right, Smyrna, Meros, Prosperous, Gaza, Hierapolis, is it Astipolia, of Europe, famous Niagara, Royal Meropia. Y'all know these is all names, but again, they're cities still now. We just don't know where they at. Not all of them. And we're going to skip that. So I'm not. Antigone and Magnesia and Divine Mycenae. It says, know then that the destructive race of Egypt is near destruction. And then the Alexandrians, and then for the Alexandrians, the year which has passed will be a better one. Y'all can go ahead and read this in Oracle against Rome. It showed to be a whole bunch of oracles against Rome. A whole bunch of them. And more disasters. Because I read so much. I was trying to... Okay, one last thing. Let's go over here, y'all. To page 377. To page 377. To the cosmic judgment. Okay. It says, and God will speak with a great voice to the entire ignorant, empty-minded people. How many people want to walk around zombied out right now? And if you ask them what they're thinking about, they say nothing. We got folks on galaxy gas frying their brain cells. So you're not thinking about nothing? Thoughtless. You said dang near everybody. Interesting. 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 Okay. Ignorant, empty-minded people. And judgment will come upon them from the great God, and all will perish at the hand of the immortal. Fiery swords will fall from heaven on the earth. Torches and great gleams will come shining into the midst of men. The all-bearing earth will be shaken in those days by the hand of the immortal. And the fish in the sea, and all the wild beasts of the earth, and innumerable tribes of birds, and all the souls of men, and all the sea will shudder before the face of the immortal. And there will be terror. He will break the lofty summits of the mountains, and the mounds of the giants. And the dark abyss will appear to all. High ravines and lofty mountains will be full of corpses. Rocks will flow with blood, and every torrent will fill the plain. All well-constructed walls of hostile men will fall to the ground, because they knew neither the law nor the judgment of the great God. But with mindless spirit, you all launched an attack and raised spears against the sanctuary. God will judge all men by war and sword and fire and torrential rain. There will also be brimstone from heaven and stone and much grievous hail. Death will come upon four-footed creatures. They will recognize the immortal God who judges these things. Wailing and tumult will spread throughout the boundless earth at the death of men, and all the impious will bathe in blood. The earth itself will also drink of the blood of the dying, while beasts will be sated with flesh. God himself, the great eternal one, told me to prophesy all these things. These things will not go unfulfilled, nor is anything left unaccomplished that he so much as puts in mind, for the Spirit of God, which knows no falsehood, is throughout the world. Didn't that sound fluffy to you? I'm about to go eat. I'm about to go eat. Listen. What y'all think about that? God is not playing with us, and you can let these people lie to you and tell you, oh, this ain't gonna happen, and oh, ain't gonna happen. Do you realize if World War III breaks out, that is fire from heaven, fire from the sky with missiles coming down and all these different things? It's just stress me out. I'm cleaning and praying. I don't want you to be stressed out, but I want y'all to realize what time we're in. And people just la 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 la. They just walking through the earth. Oh, I'm about to get this bag up, baby. It's about to be burned up. Get the bag. It's gonna burn. Get the jewels. Build the big house. Do all of it. It's all gonna burn. Your $1,000, $7,000 dog, the 4-footed beast. Hate to say it, along with all of us, it's all gonna burn. Everything you see. So he said, "Why do you keep on storing up all this stuff that's about to be destroyed?" He said, "The whole earth, y'all solar system, the stars, the moon, everything about to be gone. I'm a put it in one thing. It's gonna waste away, and then comes the real judgment." You said so many people are oblivious to what's going on right now. Excuse me, Aunt Ears. You hear me? It's crazy. People are walking around here. Remember, I told y'all nothing against the group, but I didn't let my kids listen to mindless behavior. I said, and this is when my youngest, this was like 2012, 2013. I said, no. Why, mommy? I said, because you're not going to be walking around here with mindless behavior. You're going to just be making motion without thinking. Mindless behavior means not thinking before you act. No, we're not going to do that. You're going to need to think about everything that you do before you do it. I don't want to hear, I don't know, I just did it. I don't know why I did it, I just did. That ain't going to work. You hear me? No, my daughters love them, but you need to listen to what these songs is telling you to do, because you going to get a whooping if you start acting before you think. You going to be the one getting a whooping, not mindless behavior. But mindless behavior will get you bent over this bed with a few taps on the rear end if you're not listening. Because why are you acting without thinking first? Mindless means you ain't using no thought. You just acting. Crash outs. That part. Now people get so stoned so they don't have to think. Everybody want to be, I ain't gonna say everybody, a lot of humanity wants to be mindless. I don't want to be that zoned out to where I can't think. You said you don't want to think about nothing. But I will put my finger in your ear and say, and my friends and people that I'm close to, they know when I put my finger in your ear, that means I'm this much closer to your brain. Whatever it is that I was, and they know without me saying, when I put my finger in your ear, that means I want to know, what is you thinking? Can't react in an emergency, nothing. When I put my finger in your ear, that means I want to know, what is you thinking about? And if you say nothing, every time I stick my finger in your ear, what if I do that 10 times a day? So you really just walking around here with mindless behavior? You can't tell me you ain't thinking nothing. I'm going to get away from you, because then when I think, you're going to tell me I'm thinking too much, or I'm overthinking, or I'm overreacting. Oh, okay, so you just want to be around here mindless, not thinking about nothing. Go over there to that side of the room where the people don't think. But them be the people that's always in a crazy situation too. The people that I didn't think about it before I did it. And then you expect people to deal with your stupid stuff. No, go back over there and let the people that don't think help you figure it out. But they don't think, so you'll probably keep doing the same stuff. You have to keep messing up my life, shocking me out my sleep because I gotta answer stupid phone calls. I wish you would. I won't be answering because, as y'all can see, my phones stay on silent. So I suggest you don't do nothing stupid, because you'll be there till I wake up and figure out I got a message. And that might not be till 4 hours after I get up if I turn my music on. Might be half a day if I come get on class. I suggest you think before you act. I would. Every device I got is on silent. It's 2 iPads. There's the third. Here's a phone, and it's a phone in my room. They all on silent. So if I don't pick it up and look at it, I don't even know that you did text or call me or nothing. I will not know. And it's been like that for over a year. 2 almost now. My kids be like, maybe mom will respond, maybe she won't. You gotta call me on another device, baby, so I can see it. So, tell me something you learned today before I get off here and go make me some food. I'm about to make some eggs. I got some potatoes, the roasted potatoes that I had, and I don't know why I kept getting up in the middle of the night smashing that asparagus. Just eating 3 out of the bag and putting it back. Well, not putting it back, but putting the bag back. I should have bought 2 of them. I should have bought 2. Yeah, I'm gonna color today. I'm gonna play my video game today. Since y'all off tomorrow, we might turn up late. If I go to get my nappy in now, I'll probably be able to stay up with you guys. But I'm playing my video game today. I'm gonna do it. I already charged both of my controllers, so I think I'm gonna play some Harry Potter today. And names of the destruct. Oh, okay. Okay. The names of the angels and some of the weapons of mass. Yeah. Let me go grab some Casamigos. I just got my little, the giants were the first weapons of MD. Yes, they were. Who does that blow y'all mind to think about that? So everybody, we didn't talk about that. You know what? You can't in all your ground beef today. Come on, Seta. Susie Homemaker. Sarah, and you know what's so funny? You helped me last night because when I got off here, I had a headache. I put some of that oregano oil under my tongue, and it helped it subside because I couldn't find my eucalyptus oil I made. So thank you. And then whoever sent me the eye thing, I had that on. And then Miss Tracy, I think she sent me the thing for my neck, but I put my feet on it. Listen, I was in there messed up. So I had that on. Then I moved that from my feet and had it going under my arms. I know it was like a stress headache. So then I had to put it on. That's why I'm happy today. Researching what? That during the end times, people will be more mindless and unprepared for God's warning signs. Well, if you're not thinking about nothing, you ain't going to see it. Yeah. Who? Sarah? Sarah got videos on how she be doing stuff. It's time for him to come right now. He already at the door. I told y'all. He already here. He just ain't showed his face yet. He just watching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I'm happy. If you learned anything today, if your mind was intrigued, that's what we look for. We want you to ask God questions because the more that you talk to him, the more answers he's going to give you about so many things. You hear me? So, I'm grateful. And now I'm about to go find me some food. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Find me some food. I want to color. I know that the Philistines are the giants facing judgment now. Yeah. But see, that's why I said, like, the whole name. Who's been here for me to say that's why I don't get caught up on the name of God in the name of Jesus? Because if he went out into all the world, into all races of people, they don't all speak the same dialect. Some of them don't even have the syllables or whatever different, the different parts of the words that we have and all of that. So then that doesn't make any sense because you just don't force it. Like, so do you think That when he talks to Asian people, he talks to them in English in their mind if they don't know English? Or people that speak Afrikaans, do you think that he speaks to them in English or Arabic? Or the people that speak Greek languages, Latin languages, do you think that he talks to them in English if they don't know English? So what's Jesus's name in Spanish? Jesus? Jesus? Okay. Well, Allah is the all supreming, all knowing God, right? He got other names like El. Al and El. Elohim, right? It's either EL or AL. So when people, if the enemy can get you focused on, oh, his name is only this, and oh, his name is only that, and blah, 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 blah. Do y'all think when Jesus went to all out into the world and was talking to all of the people that on every, even the most remote islands, when he was gone for them years, y'all don't think he was going to speak to these people in a language that they could understand? And if their dialect didn't have those, vowels and all of this, what use would it be speaking to them? Like, he is God in the flesh. Y'all know that, right? I just be wondering. Right. Oh, okay. Well, EL, AL. He put it into a language you could understand. And that, I think, is what people miss. Okay? That's what they miss. Is that, what good is it me talking to you? How many of y'all used to read the Bible here, but you didn't understand it like you understand it now? Because maybe you didn't go and look up the words and break it down and go back and read it. You have been reading it forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Your grandma read it to you. Your mama read it to you. You done heard it preached down at every church function on Easter and everywhere else, right? But now that you've taken God out of the box, and you say, I just want you to show me who you are, and I just want to learn as much as you. Now you seeing all kind of stuff that you never seen before. That was actually sitting right in front of your face, but because you didn't have the tools, you know God in a different way now, and He spoke to you in a language, even like with our easy read version of the Bible that we use. What good is it me reading the word to you when you don't understand it? And I believe that God Himself, when He came in the flesh, probably thought about that before He came here. He's the one that scrambled the languages, so you don't think He knew that He was going to have to speak another name or go by a different name once He got here? That only makes sense. It only makes sense. And now that we know that we don't even know His name, His heavenly name, He ain't told us yet. Our spirits, our minds can't even comprehend it. There's that. He gave us a name we could understand. You hear me? So, I love y'all. I'm about to go find me some food, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe go outside and get some fresh air for a minute. I love y'all. We'll probably get back on here later if I could take my nap. And, I'm just chilling though. Because I know y'all going to be with family and whatnot, cooking some good food and stuff. Hopefully. Chill out, relax, play your video games, or do your laundry, or whatever it is that you... Dang. It be dusty in here. That is crazy. Wow. Okay. I need to change that filter. Love y'all. You're welcome. See y'all later.